my channel. In today's video I am going to be introducing this week's colour of the week. So the last couple of weeks I have done a couple of real-time videos where I've sort of had a natter as we go, as opposed to speed it all up and voice over afterwards. And I've been thinking to myself, oh, well, maybe what I could do is 2 videos at the start of the week, one introducing the colour of the week and one introducing the glitter of the week. So I was thinking, oh, well, how shall I do this? How shall I make this work? And I was umming and ahhing, and it came to me in the shower earlier. I do some of my best thinking in the shower, I will be honest. Every Tuesday, I am going to do 2 YouTube videos. I know, you're either really, really lucky or really, really unlucky. You guys can decide. But I'm going to do 2 videos like this. So there'll be my 2 videos of the week that'll be real time, speaking as we go, where I will introduce the colour of the week in one and the glitter of the week in the other, and just do a design using each one. Now obviously glitter of the week, it's a collection. I'm not going to use all of the glitters in that video, but I will sort of talk about the collection a little bit and do one of my designs for that week. So every Monday I will post a short, as I have been doing, which will have all the swatches, and also on my Instagram and my Facebook I will post all the swatch pictures. And then on Tuesdays I will do 2 YouTube videos using the glitter, one using the glitter, one using the colour, and then the rest of the week I will just continue to do my videos as I have been, and sort of throw in any swatch haul videos as and when. This is the plan. We'll see how it goes. Sorry, just opening and drink. I got a bit of a headache, so I want to make sure I keep myself hydrated as I film. Not the best drink for a headache, but I have got water as well. So we'll see how it goes after a few weeks, you know, for a few weeks. I would love all of your feedback as well, and let's see how we get on. It might be a case of once I get into my nail room, I know I keep talking about it, but I'm mega excited, I will look to do a live video each week introducing the colour and the glitter of the week. But let's see. So in this video I am going to be introducing the colour of the week. I've got Danny all prepped tips on. I've just buffed them over, and she is ready for the design. So this week's colour of the week is the beautiful May. This is a gorgeous pale sort of pastel blue, perfect for spring. She is also a colour change and goes to quite a nice creamy colour. We also do have May in acrylic. It's a very soft pastel blue. It's almost a white blue. I will have a design with her later in the week, but for this video we are going to do a gel polish design using colour of the week and May. For this design I'm also going to be using the new Builder Gel in a Bottle, Lindy. I'm not using this sort of as a builder gel, I'm more using it as a cover colour, so I'm just going to be applying really thin on a couple of the nails as a bit of colour. Also going to add a touch of sparkliness with the large blue unicorn flakes, and I might add a little bit extra with one of these, either the blue, one of the blues or the silver. And then I've also got my sticker folder going to be going in with one of the blue stickers. Haven't decided which one yet. Gonna decide when I get to that stage of the design. Let's get into it. Oh, this is very exciting. May is one of my favourites. I say that like for every single colour, but May is blue, so naturally she's one of my favourites. So I'm gonna do, just gonna get rid of that hair. I have given these a good wipe over, but you know, these hands, they attract fluff, dust, hair, everything. So I'm going to do a nice coat of May on the index finger and also on the pinky. And then I'm just going to leave those two nails as just a full colour of May. So just finishing off that first coat. I'm just going to focus on doing these two nails for now. Just get them done and then we'll do the middle two. So it doesn't matter if the first coat is a little bit patchy in places. We always apply two, and I think pastels can be some of the worst, but we want a nice thin coat so it cures properly, and we're going to get the coverage in a second. So pop Danny in the lamp for a 60-second cure, and here you can start to get an idea of that colour change because it's here, look, it's much paler. It is much more of a sort of creamy, soft off-white colour. It's a very pretty colour change, I think. Now we're going to go in with the second coat. If you're on a client and you know you're not ultra comfortable around the cuticle, get as near as you can and then go in with a detailer brush just to neaten it up and get it even closer to the cuticle. Don't worry that there's a bit of a gap here. My nail has slipped down slightly. So I think I need to just trim the base now so I can get it all the way back. But I'll end up with a dip in it if I go over the edge of the base now. So of the tip, sorry. So I'll fix that when it's cured and done. Just got a bit of dust in there, so I just can pull that out. And there you can see you've got really beautiful coverage there with two coats. So going to do the pinky as well, and then we're going to pop back in the lamp to cure the second coat for 60 seconds. I don't know why, but when I'm filming and they're sort of in the lamp and I've got not a lot else I can do, 60 seconds seems to take ages. When I'm sat, I suppose it's because when I'm not filming and I'm sat at my bed sort of doing design, or sat on my bed doing my other gel polish designs, I tend to be doing other things while it's in the lamp, whether that's getting colours or bits ready for another design, or I'm even working on two designs at once, so that when it's in the lamp I'm doing stuff. I suppose when you're working on a client, when you're working tech, you know, you've always got one hand, so, but I just, when I'm filming like this, that 60 seconds honestly feels like twice as long. When I'm filming how I normally do it with, you know, just filming and then voicing over, I tend to have music or something going, so I maybe have a little boogie as well. So that's two coats. I'm going to go in and cure that one for 60 seconds, and then what I'm going to do is go in and do Tina top on those two nails, and then they're done. We can move on to the middle two nails and not worry about those two. The colour change definitely will show up better on people as opposed to the practice hands, because you've got the body heat as well with those. But it's that the blue that it goes on when it's cold, and then when it's warm it goes to that more pastel. I don't know, it's, I wouldn't even call it a off-white, I call it an even paler blue looking at it here. We've got 4 I think colour changes in the gems range. This one and Leah, which was colour of the week last week. We've got Kia or Kea. I'm sure Nikki will correct me on how that one is pronounced, which is sort of a burnt orangey brown to yellow, and Lulu, which is from the First to Bloom collection. That is a really nice peachy colour to soft yellowy. I think that's the one that goes to more of a cream. So I'm just going to finish top coating these, cure for 60 seconds, and then these 2 nails are done. If you are working on a client, you will probably find you want to be doing the coats on all of the nails and just curing them. But because I'm working on a practice hand, I just thought I'll just do the 2 and then do the middle ones. Just like to mix it up. While that's curing, let's just grab, so this is May, the acrylic. I'll just show you that quickly. It's a really, really pretty, in the pot here it looks a bit more white, but trust me, it is a blue. It's just sort of a white tinted blue, or a blue tinted white. It's really, really, really pretty one. I promise I will have at least 1, if not 2 designs with that this week. So on the middle 2 nails, I'm just going to give them a wipe over, because obviously working on a client, if you're working on natural nails, you're going to have gone in with your base coat first. We're going to now go in with Lindy Builder Gel in a bottle. So you could use another gel polish colour. I'm going for Lindy here because it is a really nice sort of almost cover colour. Well, it is a cover colour, and it's exactly what I want for this design, and I thought it would just go really nicely with May. So obviously when you're using this, you can use it to sort of do little extensions, just short extensions. You can use it for strength. It is thicker. It is a thicker than the gel polish because it's a builder gel. But I'm not wanting to use it in this design for strength, for extensions. I'm using it purely for the colour. So I'm applying it as thin as I possibly can. Sometimes I do find when I use these builder gels for sort of the colour on when I'm doing a gel polish design, after I've done the 2 coats, and I do still do 2 coats with most of them, because it, you know, you just get a more intense colour, I will just buff it so it's a bit more, it's a bit smoother. Sometimes they just need buffing afterwards, but I'll wait and see how well my application is afterwards. You can see as I pull it out, it's just, you can see it's, so Lindy is one of the new builder gels in the bottle. We've had Rosabella and Clear for some time, and recently released was Lindy and Precious, which is a slightly darker pink. It is lovely. They're all lovely. I think Lindy, because I love a sort of a covery peach colour, I do think I am going for Lindy a little bit more, and we will get more depth to the colour with the second coat. I'm just going to tip it over. This is just going to help to level it slightly, because I've got a few areas here where I can see it's a little bit uneven. So I've taken most of it off the brush to do this. Just leveling it. Normally I find it's more at the tip I need to do some work. There we go. Yeah, so we've now got 4 builder gels in a bottle. I keep saying we, as in, I don't know, I just keep saying we, but obviously it's not we, because the brand isn't mine. It's Gemma's brand, the nail team, and Gem's, but yeah. So there is now. I feel we is incorrect. And this is 60-second cure as well. And as well as the builder gels in the bottle, we do also have, we do also have, sorry Gemma if you're watching, I'm not trying to take any credit at all, it's just, I love the brand and the company so much. There is also the new full control gel in Precious Pink and Jodie. And that's your proper hard gels in a pot. So going to now go in with the second coat of Lindy. Again, I want to apply it relatively thin. If you were doing this to build up, you would sort of do your slip layer and then go in with a slightly bigger bead to build up an apex. I don't need any of that. And I'm also going to be going in, as I said, with some flakes and some stickers, and I'm also going to be adding some May onto these nails as well. So I really don't want these to be mega thick nails, and if I'm unhappy with the shape, they seem a bit wonky conky, I will just wipe off and buff over them just to smooth them out. But then that would be annoying because I really want the tacky layer for my flakes. But if you do that, you'd then just go in with, I personally would then go in with something like Betty Base if I don't want to use colour. Or you could then just go in with your colour. So, I have seen a few great transformations from the other ambassadors on their clients who have sort of had no nails or teeny tiny nails and nails that are not growing very well using the builder gel in a bottle. So it's, you know, it's fantastic to see those results. So again, I'm just tipping it up and just, so by tipping it up, and you could do this with your top coat at the end of a design as well. This is allowing or using gravity just to help bring that gel smoother and where we want it. So now in the lamp, 60 seconds. Right, so let's just check, see what it's looking like. Yeah, I think we can get away with that. So now that we've got our colour or our base colour all laid down, and as I said, you don't have to use the builder gels like I've done. You could use a colour if there was one you wanted to use. I just wanted that nudie colour, and how beautiful does that go with May? I'm going to decant a little bit of May out onto my fabulous painted and posted personalised palette. Painted and posted personalised palette. It can also be used as a coaster. I'm going to get a little brush holder out. The last few videos that I've done like this, it's made me even more aware of the fact that when I stop painting something that I'm hand painting, I put the brush, I hold the brush in my mouth, not, you know, the end, just on the side. But as in these videos, I'm sort of talking as I go. I don't want to do that. And I'm using the Gems double-ended Addison Avery brush. I'm using Addison at the moment, which is the striper brush, but I may also use Avery just to get in tighter around the cuticle. And I'm just doing a little swooshy line. Like so. Just neaten it up. And then, yeah, I'm going to use Avery to paint it in. Love this double-ended brush. Loving all the Gems brushes. I've given them all a good use now since they came out sort of 5-6 months ago. I'm hoping we're going to get some more come soon. I would love to see a slightly thinner detailer brush in like we have Avery, and also a thinner striping brush, because I love these, but sometimes I still just go to my Crystal Nails brushes because they're that little bit thinner. Not worrying that it looks a bit patchy there, because second coat is where the magic happens. And then on the ring finger, I'm going to do it at the tip. I'm going to cure this now, and then we're going to do a second coat. And here we go with our second coat. Oh, I forgot. I'm doing this and talking. I've just gone quiet. It's a problem when I find when I'm hand painting anything, even just a wonky line like this, I stop talking. So just getting that nice and neat around the cuticle and all over the skin of my practice hand. And this is what I was saying at the start. If you're not confident painting right up close to the cuticle, get in with a little brush and you can really neaten it up that way. What you don't want to do is do what I've done here and flood it, but I still find it much easier to gel polish on real nails and people than on these hands. Don't know why. I think it's got something to do with the fact that an actual person client can help by moving their fingers out of the way. These practice hands aren't poseable ones, they're sort of in this pose, whereas sort of those poseable ones you can get, they've got sort of bendable metally wire, that was the word I was trying to think of. They've got wire in them so you can move the fingers and put them into the shape you want. These don't, so you've got to hold them out of the way where you wouldn't have to with a client, because they are able to do that themselves. So I think that's partly why, but it's definitely good for me doing more of these videos. Right, I'm gonna pop that one into cure as well, and then I think we're gonna add a few of the flakes, I think. Yeah, probably still going to use that last little bit of May that's on my palette, so we'll just pop that out the way because I don't like wastage. We're going to bring in our flakes, and just going to bring in a bit of paper towel so I don't make a mess. And I'm just going to put the smallest amount of Betty Base on my palette. Oh, you can actually see it on these palettes. Oh, I must remember that next time I'm top coating. The reason why will be revealed in a moment. Where's my little brush? There we go. I like this brush for applying glitters and flakes. So I'm going to start off with the flakes, and we're just going to pat them in, just following that line and not worrying about any little overlap, and not worrying about any that sort of fly away as well down the nail. Remember, when using these sort of flakes, don't use them if you're suffering from a cold, if you've got hay fever, if you like to breathe, and don't talk too much. And then always put the lid straight back on. Learnt the hard way. Now you're probably thinking, well, why did she get top coat out? What colour should we go with? Let's go with that dark blue, and then I can't even pick it up now. Let's get a tweezer and I can't pick up my. And then I could use those slightly darker butterflies. They would look pretty. Right, this is why, because my foil flakes that I'm going to use, not necessarily going to stick as well, because the unicorn flakes, I've just got them in. I've just gone in with the base coat so that I know I can stick them down there as well. And then same one here. Not sure I am going to use the rest of May now. Let's see how it looks. I don't want lots, she says, picking up a massive amount. Here we go. Right. Now we're just going to quickly flash cure that so that cures the base coat. Right, and what I'm going to do now is just base coat over that entire nail to seal in both of those nails, just to seal in the flakes. And we'll cure that. Don't worry about any of that flakiness on the rest of the nail. On the finger, sorry, it'll all get cleaned off. So now I'm going to just, with my Addison brush and May, I'm just going to do a second, just a thin line of May. Okay, and now we're going to add our little Flutterby stickers. Now, I'm not sure if I want to use these, or shall I just do one? Yeah, let's do each colour. So, tweezers. And then we're gonna really press that down. Just bring that down a bit, yeah, I like that. And then I'm gonna use this darker one on here. Really press it down. Now, I would quite often double top coat when I've used one of these stickers, or I would do another Betty base and then a top coat, but and if I was doing these on a client, on a person, I would definitely do 2 top coats. I actually want to get most of my top coat around this sticker and have sort of less on top of it, so I've still got the, is that stuck up a bit? No. So that we've still got some of the texture. But for the purposes of this video, I'm just going to do 1 coat. But when using stickers and decals or anything like that on a person with gel and you're using gel polish, it's always recommended that you double top coat, even using pigments and flakes. But I did discuss this in one of my videos last week or the week before, how I quite often use a base coat and then a top coat, so that the base coat then means the second top coat, the top coat has something to adhere to, and you've still got the 2 coats to nicely stick it down. And so we're going to pop this in the lamp for a full 60-second cure. So here we have these all cured and finished. You can see I've wiped round the nail. They're done. So I absolutely love May. It's a really pretty soft colour. I think it's a really nice wearable blue. It's beautiful in spring. I also think she makes quite a nice icy blue for sort of wintry nails as well. But there's just a quick and simple design using her. You could obviously do something similar and leave out the flakes and sort of those foil bits. I just thought they added a little extra touch to the nails. You could also possibly matte top coat the two outer nails, but yeah, just little simple set to introduce you all to this week's colour of the week, which is the beautiful May. And obviously if I can include butterflies in a design, I will. So we have come to the end of this video. If you follow my Instagram or my Facebook, there will be more May designs coming on there over the week, so please go and check those out. And I will have a design later in the week with the May coloured acrylic. Join me later on today for my first glitter of the week design, but that is it for this video. So please do give it a thumbs up and please click subscribe to my channel. I will pop all the product details in the description box. Don't forget, when shopping at the Nail Team, you could use Helen5 for 5% off all full price products, but May as the colour of the week is on sale this week, so the code won't work with that. But that is it for this video, and well, I'll see you again in a little while. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.